Hey everybody, as always, I want to give you an update on what's happening in Washington, D.C. this week. All of us have seen on the news Ukrainians continuing to fight tooth and nail against Putin's invasion, proving to the world that they are lions, they are not lambs. Now in Congress, we finally took a step that should have been taken weeks, if not months ago, putting a ban on all Russian fossil fuels. President Biden has been working in half measures up to this point, sanctioning Russia without sanctioning Putin's #1 export, oil. It is like sanctioning a farmer without sanctioning their crops. It does not work. The administration also finally issued an executive order to ban Russian oil, like what Congress is working on. But the House's legislation shows that the U.S. will not allow American dollars to fund Putin's war machine that has blown up schools, blown up hospitals, created the greatest refugee crisis since World War II. Now we need to talk about another component of this. Gas prices are continuing to rise. Wheat prices are continuing to rise. Inflation is continuing to run rampant, and it will drive up the price of nearly every good that we see, every good that we need. But despite President Biden trying to shift blame for the rising gas prices on the Ukraine, the truth is that this didn't have to be this way. The pain that people are feeling at the pump, it began because of President Biden's war on American energy. He closed down the Keystone Pipeline on day one. And since then, he's frozen any new oil or gas projects and made it near impossible to finance any existing projects that would exploit oil or gas. He told the world that America will end all fossil fuel use, essentially making it impossible to even explore the possibility of American energy, or energy in Canada, or anywhere else close to the United States of America. There are no victimless wars. And in the case of Biden's war on American energy, the victims are everyone across our country. Everyone that's on a fixed income, Social Security, people that are first responders whose salaries are subject to a vote in a city council meeting. Anyone who does not have the flexibility to adapt their budgets to account for higher prices are the ones who are going to bear the brunt of Biden's blunders. For millions who are already forced to stretch their paychecks, it will mean calculating how many miles it is from work or how many miles it is to school and back home. That is the position that Biden's energy policies have put Americans in, a situation that we do not have to be in. There are steps that can be taken to alleviate the pressure, like a moratorium on the gas tax, 18.4 cents per gallon on gas, 24 cents per gallon on diesel. That's something that can help. It will not fix all of these problems, but it can help. We could put a moratorium on the excise tax that those companies that have to buy new big rigs, tractor trailers to ship goods across the country, so that they don't have to pay that 12% excise tax on those new big rigs, making it more affordable for them to get the equipment that they need. There are other things that can be done. There are other things that I will continue to push for as your representative here in Congress. Also this week, the House voted on an appropriations package called an omnibus. And I'd like to take this opportunity to just share a little bit about how Congress is supposed to work and just how broken Congress really is. The omnibus is a massive piece of legislation. It funds the federal government agencies without giving strict attention to any single one of them. Congress is supposed to consider each federal agency separately and vote on 12 individual funding bills that would, in combination, fund the whole of government. It combines all 12 bills because many of them are terrible bills, terrible pieces of legislation, funding things that we should not be funding. And the majority's leadership wants the crappy bills to pass, so she lumps them together with the other ones that are far more important. What's more, this bill is thousands of pages long. It's released just hours before the vote is held. So if anyone tells you that they read the entire thing, they're lying to you. So in that, as always, it is an honor to serve you. I wish you all the best. You all take care.